related. He confirmed recently that he's not actually biologically related to Quavo or Takeoff. I think people thought they were all family, which ironically, I believe that wasn't Takeoff the nephew of Quavo or something. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, let's read the article. Offset is actually related to is actually not related to his former Migos members, Quavo or Takeoff, despite many fans believing it's so since the group's inception. The Atlanta Rhymer sat down with a cover story for Variety that was published then, and while he didn't discuss the Migos much due to his legal battle with QC, a small note about his lack of biological relation to the group has left fans' heads spinning. He was classmates with Quavo, the third member of the Migos, and began hanging out with him and Takeoff when Offset was in the 6th grade. While Quavo was Takeoff's uncle, the two was just 3 years apart in age, and although Offset is often referred to as Quavo's cousin, they're actually not biologically related. In a response, one fan tweeted, "So damn near a decade of writing about the Migos all being family was not true. At least the Offset Quavo cousin aspect, mind you." And nobody corrected it. To which somebody replied, "I swear I used that as concrete evidence for everything from their chemistry to why they lasted that long." This is the cover from the Variety magazine. Honestly speaking, man, again, I'm a little confused by this whole issue. Obviously, there was rumors that supposedly Offset fucked Sweetie, but those rumors seemed a little weak because Cardi B backed up Offset, and you know if Offset had fucked another girl, Cardi would be the most mad, as she has been in the past when allegations came out. And also, it felt a little bit out of place because Quavo isn't with Sweetie. Why would Quavo get upset that Sweetie, after they stopped fucking around, fucked with Offset? Unless that happened when they were together, which it just sounded weak. The next thing that came up is basically over just contractual stuff. You know, just word on the street. It appears that it was a contract dispute. From what I know, Offset feels that QC shouldn't own any of his solo publishing or his solo rights, and they believe they do. He says they don't because he says, yo, I paid y'all for it. So he says he paid P like $3 million for the rights to his solo stuff. Yet now they still feel like they are P owns part of that. So that's why he's beefing with QC. However, issues with him and Quavo seems to kind of arise on shit that seems that shouldn't be that deep, just direction, right? Like Offset, for example, when they dropped Culture 3, which was like everybody was just rooting for them, like, yo, yeah, finally I dropped Culture 3. They came back together, they did the damn thing. Ironically, it was dropped at a weird time because it was during a pandemic. The album came and people were glad that they delivered. It was a great album, if you ask me, but nothing else followed up afterwards. It looked like, you know, all attention shifted back to Lil Baby. And what I believe what happened is that the Migos were at a very turbulent time with the label, but not only that, but with Baby, because remember the whole situation where Baby supposedly was in an altercation with Offset. And I think Offset probably was kind of using the leverage to say, yo, all right, well, man, if y'all not supporting the Migos like that, I'm going to just kind of do my side thing over here. I think that may have caused some rift between maybe Takeoff, well, not Takeoff, but like Quavo, who probably was like, man, yo, we got to do this shit as a group, right? Despite what internal shit's going on. Now, this is me just kind of giving info off the cuff. You know, some stuff I've kind of heard, but I really don't know the full truth. Regardless, I still think those issues are minor, right? Or it's just business shit. y'all may have not been cousins or whatever, but y'all have a working relationship that spanned a long time. So what I literally said was, all right, cool. What's then going to happen? Now, we saw after Takeoff got killed, I'm going to be honest with you. It looked like they got more smoke for Offset than they got for the nigga who did it. And what I mean by that, in how they're responding to the public. There was some rumors of like a little shouting match before a tribute at an award show. So clearly something isn't right there, but it seems more personal than just like some contract negotiations or whatever. Also, Quavo supposedly was pictured with Lil Baby not too long ago, which I would imagine if Offset, and I don't know, maybe Offset and Lil Baby squashed whatever they had. But let's see. Quavo, Lil Baby. They were pictured together with P. I can't remember when. I know I'm not incorrect about that. Yeah, Quavo celebrates his birthday with all these people. Yeah, Quavo, right? He celebrated his birthday with somebody who Offset don't see eye to eye with. And Offset wasn't there, right? Let's see. Let's watch this video. This is a video right here. Yeah, I remember seeing pictures from this video. I don't know if he's going to include it in here. All right, it's not going to have it in there.
Whatever the brain on Benjamin. Hey, still thick, brown bitch, I call it cinnamon. If I shoot my shot and miss, then I'ma spit again. About some stars. I don't plot no Zans, don't think I'm ever gonna run out of bars. I know you ain't perfect, baby, I'm in.
All right, anyway. It looked like him and Baby, you know, seemed to be decent. I won't say they're best friends, but shit, I don't know, man. Like, this is kind of odd. Clearly, they're separating themselves from each other. I think they've done a good job of never saying nothing too crazy about each other, which that's why I keep hope that they're going to make up and they're going to eventually be friends. But truth be told, I think perhaps Offset realized maybe before the other two, and I'm saying the other two as, you know, rest in peace of Takeoff and obviously Quavo, I think he was ready to go solo before they were. Remember, they all put out a solo album before, but then they came back and did Culture 3. I think Offset didn't like what was going on. Cardi, which is his wife, dipped, right? But Cardi was being managed by QC management brand, which is called Solid Foundation. She dipped. Essentially, it looked like he kind of made his mind up and said, man, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I'm going with my wife. And it looked like Takeoff and Quavo was saying, nah, but we not making that decision yet. And maybe that caused a rift. Again, I'm just speculating because I just can't understand why it's been like, I don't know. Seems a little odd, ain't it? Someone said Quavo said he wanted to fuck Jada. Yeah, he said he wanted to swap it out, right? Someone said Offset Clout song was very successful. Offset's solo career doing better than Quavo's solo career. I'm wondering to see what's Quavo's new move's going to be. All right. Listen, man, I'm wishing the best for these guys. I think eventually they're going to come back together, but truth be told, we might not know what the fuck the beef was over. But I was hearing some sweetie shit heavy, but those same people who were co-signing it, they kind of fell back off it. So I think the sweetie shit might be either cap or overblown. So their issues definitely go deeper than that. Yo, this shit is hilarious.